They say if you're out past midnight in the quiet town of Havenwood, you should cover your ears. Don't listen for it. Don't even think about it. Because every night as the clock strikes 12, a train that isn't on any schedule barrels through the old disused tracks on the edge of town. They call it the Midnight Express, or sometimes the ghost train. It doesn't stop. It doesn't slow. It just passes through, a phantom of steam and steel, its whistle a mournful cry that slices through the silence. The legend is simple and terrifyingly consistent. Anyone who hears that whistle truly hears it, isn't around to see the sunrise. No struggle, no goodbyes, they just vanish. Their beds are empty, their doors are still. Locked from the inside, it's as if they were never there at all. The townsfolk have learned to live with it. They have thick curtains, play music late into the night, or simply ensure they're deep in sleep long before the witching hour arrives. A collective unspoken fear holds the town in a state of perpetual curfew. For generations, this has been the rhythm of Havenwood: fear, ritual, and the relentless, punctual dread of midnight. But tonight, something is different. The air is heavy, not with the usual quiet anticipation, but with a thick electric wrongness. It's only 10:30, the moon still climbing the sky, yet the familiar chilling sound echoes across the valley, the long, low wail of a train whistle. It's an hour and a half early. Panic, cold and sharp, grips the town. People rush to their windows, peering into the darkness. It can't be. The legend, the rule has been broken. The sound comes again, closer this time, more insistent. It's not just passing through. The rhythmic clatter of wheels on iron slows, the screech of brakes groaning as if in pain. The Midnight Express is stopping. For the first time anyone can remember, the ghost train is pulling into the abandoned Havenwood station. My name is Leo, and I've lived in this town my whole life. I'm a skeptic. By nature, a journalist by trade, always looking for the logical explanation behind the folklore. I've dismissed the stories as cautionary tales, a way to keep kids from wandering off at night. But tonight, standing at my window, watching the impossible happen, a shiver I can't explain crawls up my spine. The train, a colossal silhouette against the faint moonlight, is shrouded in a thick, unnatural fog. Its carriages are dark, save for one. A single window halfway down glows with a sickly pale yellow light, and inside I see a figure, a silhouette. Someone is already on board. My journalistic instincts, or maybe just a fool's curiosity, take over. I grab my coat and my camera, my heart hammering against my ribs. I have to know. The town is frozen in fear, but I have to see who is on that train, who would be on a train that only takes and never gives back. As I race through the deserted streets, the silence is deafening. No dogs are barking, no crickets are chirping. It's as if the world is holding its breath. The old station is just ahead, a skeletal structure crumbling under the weight of time. The train looms beside it, impossibly large, impossibly real. Steam hisses from its underbelly, smelling of coal dust and something else. Something like old regrets and damp earth. The lighted carriage is right in front of me now. The window is grimy, but I can see her more clearly. It's Elara, my childhood friend, the girl who vanished without a trace 5 years ago on her 18th birthday. Everyone assumed she'd just run away, tired of this small, suffocating town, but I never believed it. She wouldn't have left without saying goodbye. She's sitting there, staring straight ahead, her expression blank, her face pale as bone china in the eerie light. She looks exactly the same as the day she disappeared, not a day older. My breath catches in my throat. Is she a ghost? A memory? Or is she real? A door on the carriage slides open with a low groan, an invitation into the gloom. A conductor steps out, but he's more shadow than man. His face is obscured by a low-brimmed cap, his uniform dark and featureless. He doesn't look at me, but I feel his gaze all the same. He gestures towards the open door with a gloved hand. He's not beckoning me, but simply presenting the option. The train waits for no one. A voice rasps in my mind. It isn't the conductor, it's a thought that isn't my own, but for some it makes an exception. I look at Elara, her vacant eyes fixed on something I can't see. Is this where they all go? The ones who hear the whistle. Do they ride this train forever, lost between worlds? My hand tightens on my camera. I could take a picture, get the proof, expose the legend for what it is. But what is it? A haunting? A kidnapping? Something else entirely? Then Elara turns her head, slowly, mechanically, her eyes find mine through the dirty glass. For a single heart-stopping moment, I see a flicker of recognition, a spark of the girl I once knew. A tear traces a path down her cheek. Her lips part and she mouths a single word, run. Suddenly, the whistle screams again, not a mournful cry this time, but a piercing, violent shriek that feels like it's tearing the air apart. The ground trembles. The conductor turns his shadowed head towards me. I can't see his face, but I feel a pressure, a pull, an unholy magnetism drawing me towards that open door. It's a promise of answers, a chance to be with Elara again, to understand where she's been. This is the choice, isn't it? The one everyone who hears the whistle has to make: step on board and join the lost souls, or run and live with the ghosts of what you've seen. The pull is so strong, a siren's call for the curious and the grieving. Every fiber of my being wants to go to her to save her, but her warning echoes in my ears. Run. I take a step back, then another. I turn and I run. I don't look back, even as the whistle's shriek intensifies and the chugging of the engine begins to build. I run faster than I ever have in my life, away from the station, away from the impossible truth, away from Elara. The sound of the train fades behind me, but I know I'll never stop hearing it. I burst back into my house, lock the door, and collapse against it, gasping for air. The clock on the wall reads 10:55. Outside, the world is coming back to life. The crickets start chirping again. A dog barks in the distance. It's over, or is it? I look at my camera, still clutched in my hand. I don't remember taking a picture, but my finger is on the shutter button. With a trembling hand, I lift it and check the display. There's one new photo. It's of the train station, dark and empty. The tracks are overgrown with weeds, rusted and clearly unused for decades. There's no train, there's no Elara, there's nothing, but in the reflection of my camera lens, captured in the photo, I can see it, a single glowing yellow window, and behind me, a figure in a dark uniform tipping his cap. The train might be gone, but I have a feeling my journey is just beginning. The whistle is silent for now, but I know I'll hear it again, and I fear that next time it will be calling just for me. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next descent into the unknown. We have more tales from the shadows coming your way very soon. Stay safe, and whatever you do, don't listen for the train.